fans, hope we are all well. I am here today with the Glamorous Griffin and the Pusscat, who's now decided to show us your bum. Come and say hello to your fans. Come here. Come and say hello.
No.
Go, come and say hello to your fans. Look, they're there. You need to come on this side and then they'll be able to see you. You can't see her for the black, but she is there. So, we are filming probably where everyone thinks we are doing something really weird. We'll pretend we're on a Skype call to friends and family. Because we've lost all our fence panels. So we're in the conservatory where we've got loads of light and I have a cunning plan.
So cunning.
Today's video is male or men's corporate goth. Hence why I've got the Griffin who keeps going out of shot. So I'm going to talk through some of the pieces we've put together and then I'm going to send him out to get changed and I'm going to move a bit jiggery pokery, so you might have to wait for me for 30 seconds. So as I can sit here and then talk to you about what he's wearing and then I can turn it round and you can see him in the flesh.
Yeah,
correct, just like that. So I'm hoping the neighbours don't think we're weird because they can probably hear us. But we've lost all our fence panels down that side, so all we can see is the neighbours at the moment. It's quite entertaining. So I'm just going to wait here for a couple of minutes for you all to come and join us, because otherwise I've got no one to talk to. Avril, where are you? Come on, you've been waiting for this all day. Avril's on isolation for 12 weeks, medical reasons. So she can be waiting for my videos.
All right, yeah.
But it's all right, we're here for you, Avril, if you need us. If anyone's interested, my new Nirvana top, ASOS. I like it.
Nothing wrong with a bit
I got me drink. I got me drink. We got one viewer. We need a couple more. Come out, wherever you are. We're not contagious yet.
Well, maybe your sense of humour, but apart from it.
Oh, even that's not contagious. So, where are we going to start? Men's corporate goth. Or slash alternative. So, Mr. Griffin, the glamorous one, is not goth. He is a rocker. He's a pain in the arse. He is a lot of things, but he is not a goth. Love you. So we are doing kind of corporate alternative, but this is literally straight out of the Griffin's wardrobe. So apart from one pair of boots, which are mine, that are unisex, and a couple of accessories that are mine, which are unisex, everything is straight out of the Griffin's wardrobe, so he does wear these items. What we're going to do is show you how you can put them together and how you can look a little bit more edgy going to work than a normal grey suit and a tie. So, I'm not 100% sure where we're going to start because I just have a mountain, but I'm going to start at the feet. I wear all the time, pretty much, have done for the last couple of years, 20 years I've worn New Rocks every day. But this is one of my go-to boots, so I'm really hoping you can see this. It's a fairly simple New Rock boot. It is, yes, do your job, Glamorous Assistant, thank you. It's a fairly simple boot. It's got the New Rock stamp across the back. It has the word New Rock in raised letters here. I don't even know if you can tell they're raised, but they're raised. And it's just a simple black combat boot, lace up. This can be worn, it does have a zip at the inside. I have reviewed these previously. These ones have not yet been worn. But yeah, I have a pair of these and they've lasted really, really well. Now these boots, hi Pam, these poots? What is a poot?
I don't know, poot.
What is a poot? These boots you can put on your feet. There you go. These ones are quite a nice staple. They are sturdy, they are smart, you can polish them up with standard polish. Shall I bring it in a little bit so as you can see a bit better? Let me see. Let me see if I can bring you in a little bit. And I'm hoping you don't lose the Griffin. Now you've got too much Griffin. Hang on.
You can never have too much Griffin. You can never have too much.
Oh, you can, believe me. So there you go. That's a bit better. So they are a staple New Rock boot. They've got a little bit of metal hardware on the outside, a little bit on the back. They're a combat boot. You can wear them to the office with a pair of smart black trousers and no one's really going to notice. So these I have worn to work, well not this pair, but a similar pair. I have worn to work for years. They are my go-to combat boot. They're very, very comfortable and they will last you a long time. Any kind of combat boot like this can be dressed up, can be dressed down. If you want a pair for work, I would suggest, as I have done, not necessarily New Rock, because I know they're expensive, but have a pair that you keep for work and a pair that you go and take the kids to school or run around on the parks and kick a football around that you can get scuffed. Because if you're someone in the corporate world who has meetings, your shoes do matter. And my mum and dad always used to say to me, people tell the type of person you are by the shine on your shoes. So if your boots are nice and they're well kept, you can wear them to work without any issues. So this is one pair. Like I said, these are mine, but the Griffin can borrow them if he wants to, because we share the same foot size, don't we, dear?
Yes, we did.
We share a lot of things, but foot size is one of them.
Let's not get there.
As long as you keep your bloody germs to yourself at the moment, we'll be all right. So yeah, these ones are quite a staple, but any decent combat boot can be worn and can look smart. We're then going to move on to a different pair of New Rocks, which are the Griffins, which are these ones, which I've also reviewed. Now, these have the New Rock shield. You can get these with skulls and crosses and all sort, but we kind of went with just the staple New Rock shield on the side. They are a biker boot style, so they're kind of elastic at the top, so they're very comfortable. They have the New Rock at the back, and if you look at them, if you were to put a pair of trousers on that came to there, and this was all you could see, they look like a standard Chelsea boot, but they do have that edge with the buckles and everything else. So you get a little bit more than just your plain old boot.
And I've worn Chelsea boots for years.
You used to wear Chelsea boots to work till I got you into a New Rocks, let's be fair.
Right.
So these are a nice alternative. They are not too over the top with hardware. Again, with corporate wear, as I said, with the ladies' corporate wear, sometimes it's just a little bit about keeping it simple, not necessarily toning down who you are, but keeping things more on the simple side so as you're less likely to get in trouble. So I find I don't wear any prints. I don't wear prints normally, like pattern stuff. I don't wear garish patterns. I don't wear anything like that because I'm going to get in trouble for it. If I've got something with skull and crossbones all over it, I'm going to get in more trouble at work than if I wear the same outfit and it's just plain black. So this is a way for a man to be a little bit more edgy, and these are the ones we are going to plant on his feet for today for the styling. So there is your boot, sir. There is your other boot, sir.
Well, thank you.
Put them on thy feet.
Excuse me while I go out of short for a second.
So we are basing today's outfits. I'm probably going to style up about 3 for you, and then do adjustments to them like I did previously. So I'm basing the whole of the Griffin's outfits on that pair of New Rocks and a pair of black jeans. Now, he is lucky enough to work in an office where he can wear jeans as trousers, but these are interchangeable with black pinstripe. They are interchangeable with normal plain black trousers. They are interchangeable with slightly alternative denim if you wanted to, on the kind of dark grey scale. But just to keep things simple, because we're going to have to change him a few times, and at his age he gets in a bit of a pickle, then I thought it was best idea to keep it to the kind of simple plain black bottoms and not make him keep changing his trousers.
These have got extra cat hair, so
those got extra
just
cat
to
hair.
make them authentic.
Awesome. So I'm going to have to disappear. You're going to have to excuse me because I've got bits here left and right that I don't quite know where we're starting with anything. We've not organised as per usual.
Oh, the normal chaos.
So we're going to talk shirts. Now, obviously for most people, a staple goth corporate look, black trousers, black shirt. We can do that. We've got one here. Now this is actually from Primark. Now, the Griffin's not one to go out and buy posh shirts. Very rarely does he go out and buy posh shirts. I also apologise if they're not ironed, but our cleaner and our washing laundry lady, bless her, doesn't do ironing, and no offence, nor do I. And he doesn't even know how to spell the word iron.
I can iron. Let's get this right.
He can, but he doesn't.
I doesn't.
He can do a lot of things that he doesn't do, but you know. Bring your chair round a bit because the cat's playing with. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So this is just a plain black cotton shirt, not ironed. There you go. This is actually from Primark. It's a slim fit, and I think it cost about £6. So They do wash really well. That one's one thing I have to say. This has not faded in probably, when did we buy these? A couple of years ago?
Yeah, a few years.
I think we bought these, buyed?
Bide?
Jesus, woman, bought. We bought them. We didn't bide nothing.
She's inventing new words there.
It's been a long week. I've been recording all afternoon again, so you've got content, and this has stopped working. This stopped working a long time ago.
1973.
How old were you then? 11. Yeah, that sounds about right. So this is just a plain black slim fit shirt. I need to make sure I can say this really, don't I? Primark, £6, a really good staple. So I'm going to pop that on him for a minute. If you want to be a little bit more colourful, you can still do Corporate Goth and put colour into your wardrobe. Oh, now you come to say hello. 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 Say hello to Daddy.
Say hello to your fans.
Say hello to Anne, because she's going to be watching this later. She'll think I've been mistreating you again. So anyway, as I was saying, you can put Corporate Goth together with colour. It's not something I do, but you can do it. I have been informed. So starting with a little bit of colour. Again, this is a supermarket shirt. This is from George of Asda, anyone in the UK. So it's a bit like your Walmart. But this is a nice kind of...
It needs a good iron.
It does need a good iron, but this is like a slate grey. So if I compare it to the black, you can kind of see the difference.
There we go.
There you go. So you've got one that's obviously pure black, and you've got this one that's... It's not even grey. It's black and white woven together to make a grey shirt. It's really bizarre. But again, apologies for the creases. But that's another way to put a little bit of colour that's still alternative and that you can still have as a basic. So with your Corporate Goth for men, it's the same as with women. It's what you choose to put together and what you choose as accessories, which I will talk about and we are actually going to use. Now the Griffin does wear a lot of accessories anyway, so I'll talk about that later. But we're talking at the moment simple basics. So the next colour we're going to go with, and I don't have a hanger for this one, so I'm really sorry, is red. This is not as bright as it looks on camera. It actually looks quite of a
smaller
beautiful blood red on camera. It's actually more of a pale wine red. It is a gorgeous colour. It matches his eyes really well. But again, this is another one from George. I think I bought it at the same time as the grey one for him. And it's just a nice colour that you can put with a completely black outfit and it will just make the shirt pop. And obviously when you're a man going to work and you're going to meetings and you want to wear a jacket, you can do your jacket up. You're getting colour without being all colour. But dark red is obviously another good goth staple. If you want to push out and be a little bit more adventurous, how about dark green? Now this actually shows up more of a dark petrol green. It's actually forest green. It's just the lighting in here at the moment.
Run, Forest, run! No, sorry.
Shut up, Gump. So this is more of a forest green, maybe a dark emerald if you want to call it. Wizard of Oz kind of green. Which it's not showing on camera at the moment. Shut up! Jesus Christ! See, now I can't think more what I was saying.
Forest green, Wizard of Oz.
You're not the two Ronnies? Shh! Yeah, you tell him. Good girl. So, as we were saying, this is more of a forest green. Again, it's all about the tones that you use, the colours, and, you know, green is kind of nice goth colour as well. So we can go with that one. This one's actually from Giacomo. So anyone who shops on Simply Be, or I think, was it Sports Direct do Giacomo?
Yeah.
As well. So this is one you can pick up. This one's actually a short sleeve. It's quite a nice, almost linen style cotton fabric. And again, once we've styled it up, this will still look quite Corporate Goth. And the last colour shirt we have, which I seem to have lost, is this one, if I can get to it without dropping everything else. Bear with me one sec. Whoa. Now this one's a little bit out there when it comes to Kush. Hang on, I'm just losing something.
Right.
Okay. So this one's a little bit out there when it comes to Corporate Goth. This is more of a violet purple. But again, it can still work. It's still a way of adding a pop of colour to a gothic outfit so as you don't look like you're in mourning all the time and you don't get the whose funeral are you going to, which we've got to admit we've all had. But for men that constantly wear black, it is a struggle. It is a struggle. So this is another one. This is a nice shade of purple. And again, it's still a kind of gothic colour. Your greens, your blue, your greens, your reds, your dark purples, all kind of go in the same gothic mix. Now, if you really want to push the boat out and you're a bit more daring or your company's a little bit more lax, they are shirts like this. Now, everyone's going to know what this is. This is the Killstar Bloodlust shirt, which I love.
I love this shirt.
The texture of this shirt is amazing. It has this velvet pattern on it. Now, the only reason I would be a little bit wary of wearing this is some of the symbols that are on it. Watch for Roxy, there's another cat in the garden. So yeah, sorry, we got another cat in the garden. I don't want mine going ape. In fact, it's just used the whole garden as a walkthrough. Charming. We've lost fence panels on both sides and it is just using it as a walkthrough. So this one, there you go. If I pop it there, you can see. It does have the pentagram or the upside down star here. It does have the sigil of Lucifer on it. So if you are worried in any way about it wearing anything with an occult-ish-esque symbol on it, this may not be the one for you. But hey, if it was a corporate works night out, this is the one. This is actually the one you wore to my works do, wasn't it? Yeah. So it is possible to jazz up. It's not a... Roxy! It's not a...
So you're seeing the cow.
Overly obvious print because it's black velvet on black. But this is a way of wearing something a little bit more obviously gothic. And
with the jacket over, you don't see many of the signals anyway.
No, and that's the thing. When you're wearing jackets, waistcoats, ties, this all kind of disappears into the background. But it is another way of wearing corporate goth. I'm just going to use the Griffin as a clothes horse for a bit. So that's that one. So the next thing we're going to look at is how you style 3 basic items. So a pair of boots, jeans and a shirt, and spice it up. So Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Could you please go and put on the red shirt, please?
Red shirt, yes. I can do that.
And come back when you are dressed. That would be good.
Back in a moment, folks.
So now we're going to talk about, so once you've got your staples, you've got your jeans, you've got your shirt, your trousers, and you can have any type of trouser. Obviously there's ones out there that are just plain black. You can get the black ones that look like they're pinstripe, but they're just woven in different directions, so they look striped. You can wear pinstripe. You can wear black with a grey pinstripe, a blue pinstripe. It's entirely up to you. But with the corporate goth, you just need to make sure that whatever you're wearing is not going to offend anybody and you're not going to feel uncomfortable. I think that's more of the men's problem, is that it's not how do you look corporate goth, it's am I going to be self-conscious if 3 people in the office all come up to me on the same morning and go, whose funeral have you been to? You going to court? It's not about that. Stuff them. You look good. You know you look good. A guy in a suit, regardless, worn properly, looks 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. So don't worry about it. We can style you up and we can show you how to do it. So,
in or out?
I would like it out for now. Mrs. So, could you step in? This could be a bit jiggery pokery, but you're going to have to bear with me. So, if I can turn this round, and I'm hoping this works. Turn round. There we go. So here we have the, can you step back the other side of the, actually go and put the light on.
Voila.
Voila. Okay. So here we have the Griffin in his red shirt and his black jeans. So now we're going to talk about what else we add with it to style this up and make it a bit more goth. And I've just got to plough through all the different bits to find the bits I actually damn want. And they're gone. So I'm going to show you the difference. Could you just pop that on? Just put it on. So this is probably what you'd see anywhere of a guy in the office, possibly with his shirt tucked in, or on a night out, black suit, black boots, red shirt. Yeah? With me? Are we following? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to goth this whole outfit up. Now he will point out very nicely that he does have his Scarlet in Chains lunar collar on already, which is quite nice, but we're going to go a step further. So I'm going to say, can you take your jacket off, please? Take your jacket off and pass that here. And could you pop that one on and do it up, please? So here we have a griffin in its natural habitat. So a lot of men find waistcoats old-fashioned.
I love them.
I think they look very, very smart. You've missed a button right on your belly button. Why did you have to look? You know where your own belly button is. So
It moves.
a lot of guys will think that waistcoats are old-fashioned. If you leave the shirt untucked, it gives it that kind of edgier look, a more modern look than if you had it tucked in. So now, if you'd like to put your jacket on over the top, leaving the shirt untucked, although it's smart and you have the three-piece and you probably feel a bit like a vampire, which is the look we're going for, by the way,
Oh no.
then
Just
with
got
the
me
shirt
down.
untucked at the bottom, it's still very smart, but it gives it that little bit of pop of colour. No, stop being an idiot. You're not bloody John Travolta. It gives it that extra bit of look, and it's still smart by still being a little casual because of the way the shirt is done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finish it off with a cross. Now, I know a lot of people don't like crosses. They think they're religious. They think they're not right. But as a simple gothic men's look, just adding a Celtic cross to a suit can actually look quite vampiric. And if he would like to give us a little bit of a turn, I think looks quite good. Let me know what you think in the comments. So that is outfit styled number 1, which I'm now going to ask him to take off. And you're going to come back to me for a minute.
Yeah, because you don't want to see this.
So we're back. So that's how you do it. You have to kind of keep it smart. Think, how can I put it? Because for the women we had the alpaca. For the men, think casual, smart, modern suit. And I know that sounds daft, but it's kind of the look you need to go for. So if you're going to wear a waistcoat and jacket, don't put a tie on. It's still corporate, it's still you, it's still a bit edgy, but chuck in a big chunky collar, put in a big chunky necklace with it, put in, go back to where you were, put on a necklace that dangles down, and it can be whatever you want. If you want to wear a little bit of skull and crossbones, go for it. But it's always about, remember where you're working, is it appropriate? So on top of that, we're now going to go back to plain black and we're going to go full goth. We're going to go full goth. Could you put your black shirt on, please? Actually, no. Yeah, put the black shirt on. And we're going to go a little bit more down the goth vampire look. So what's the film? What's the film where the vampires wear the suits?
Is it the plain black one?
The plain black. I can't remember the film. My vampire film knowledge is not very good. But there is a film where the vampires wear suits. Is it Blade? Is it the first Blade film? Where they've got a lot of vampires in suits. we like that look. So all these looks are kind of suit based, but we will show you some other bits and pieces. And here he comes with his black sexy shirt. Now, if you have more of a relaxed office environment, and you don't necessarily want, can you grab the waistcoat?
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily want to go with a full suit, you can go a little bit more casual, but stick to the all black theme. I apologise if I'm jumping all over here. When I did the women's one, I had a set thing in my head, and now it's gone. It's gone. I'm on menswear, which I don't wear. So, yeah, just leave that open. So this is a different option of menswear.
Quite there.
He's getting there. He's getting there. I just don't want him too close to me. I'm getting a spot. I don't want him too close to my face. I'm going to have to sit like this so they can't see it. Sort it out. You've got your shoulder up over your collar. What are you doing? Hi, Avril. We're just on look number 2, darling. So this is a more of a... Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
There he is. Come forward a bit. So this is just a plain black shirt with a black waistcoat, black jeans, the black New Rocks, and the scarlet in chains. Oi! Bear with. This is not... Bugger off! Come on! Off you go! Not your garden! Sorry, we got kitty bobbles that are using our gardeners as their own private walkway. So yeah, this is the plain black shirt with the black waistcoat, and this one is actually undone this time rather than going for the full done up piece. We still have the scarlet in chains collar, so you've got that edgy chain. Turn round. We haven't done the back of the waistcoat up, so you can bring it in with a little bit of tailoring. We haven't bothered, but you can. And yeah, it just gives it that more presentable gothy look, but still in an extremely casual way. Should we dress this one up a bit more? Let's dress this one up a bit more. Could you do your waistcoat up, dear? Let's go for something. Let's go for something different. Let's go for something different. So what we also have here is a velvety style jacket, which I'm just going to try and get in camera here. So it's a different suit jacket to the last one, which was more of a woven textured option. So this one's more of the velvet. I think he's worn this for years.
Oh yeah, this is one of my
This is a very old one, but I love this jacket. I won't let him get rid of it. So we're going to go with that one.
This is a look I would normally do myself.
And now we're going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to turn you back round to me for a minute. This is a pocket watch that I purchased at a Comic-Con, and it's just a simple black pocket watch with a little bit of detail. And what we can do with this, as we all know, pocket watches are awesome anyway, but what we can do with this is, as it's on a chain, I bet your pockets are sewn up, aren't they? Of course they are.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can undo a button, because it's on more of a necklace chain than it is a proper chain.
Proper pocket watch.
Proper pocket watch chain. And because it's on quite a long chain, normally you would put it into your waistcoat, but we're going to pop it in there. Now what that does is, because it's on a longer chain, it gives you that little bit of metal. It gives you something a little bit different to the look. So Glamorous Griffin, if you'd like to step forward a little bit so as we can see that a little better. There we go. And if you'd like to pull out your pocket watch so as you can tell the time. It should still be working.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
It's dinner time. It is nearly dinner time. And then back into the pocket. So it can be a little bit hazardous wearing it like that. Ideally, it would be better in the waistcoat pocket. In there, unfortunately, our waistcoat pocket is sewn on this one, but you get the idea. Alternatively, you could have used your top pocket open. Alternatively, yes, as he's just done, you can put it in the jeans pocket, and it just gives that little bit of edginess to a... No, you'd have to change the button on that one if you wanted to do it.
But, yeah.
So yeah, pop it back in the jeans pocket.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. So there you go. That's a use for that little stupid pocket in jeans that nobody ever has a use for. Pull your shirt down properly. You look like you're flashing everybody. What are you doing? Stop it. So there you go. That is the velvet jacket. Now, if you'd like to take that velvet jacket off as you're stood there.
As I'm stood standing.
As you're stood standing.
Stood standing.
And give that to me.
There we go.
There we go. We're going to swap that one for a leather option. Now, this isn't normally the sort of leather option you would wear in the office. It's more of your outerwear option. However, if he pulls it down properly, and what are you like? Pull your waistcoat down. You look like you got changed in somebody else's garden. What are you doing?
Just about.
Pull your clothes down.
All right.
Literally.
Yes,
what
Mum.
are you doing? Right, and step back a little bit without falling arse over tit over there, because that'd be hilarious. And without the stupid grin. There we go. So this is with the leather jacket. Pull it round. What are you doing? You're twisted. Has it been caught in the garage somewhere? Oh, it's been caught in the... We need... This is where you put things in the wardrobe and forget about them. And then they get creased. So that's my bad. So this is with the leather jacket. So if you're going to work, carrying a rucksack, whatever, then this would be an outerwear look as well. So that's with the hip length or thigh length leather jacket. So now we're going to take the jacket off. I'm going to make him go and change again. And I'm going to talk about a couple of other accessories, or one in particular, and a different shirt. And could you now please go and put on the Bloodlust shirt, and can I have the waistcoat please? Bear with us one moment and we will be with you. And Bloodlust shirt. Left like that, please.
Yeah. Can you switch it around?
I'm switching it round so as you don't see him change. There we go. So a couple of other bits. So this was the black pocket watch that we used. You can pick these up anywhere. You can pick these up at markets. This particular one, I think I paid £10 for at Comic-Con. It was a local Comic-Con, so you have the, you can use them. It does open. So again, it's a fully functioning pocket watch when the battery's working. I think the battery's gone on that one now. So that's a nice little piece. And pocket watches on guys do look great. I know everyone's got smart watches and everything now, but a pocket watch with a nice chain is really cool. I've got another pocket watch. Again, this is mine, but the Griffin has borrowed it. And this one is silver and actually has a Celtic style bat on the front. And again, it is engraved on the back. I picked this up at exactly the same time as I did the black one. And again, it has that nice little detail of it works. It does work. The batteries are gone in it. So again, that if you wanted a slightly different chain, you can use brass ones, you can use black ones, you can use silver ones, you can use the matte silver like I've got. It's entirely up to your own taste. But pocket watches is a really good way of kind of accessorising the hardware on a corporate goth look. Another way of accessorising a corporate goth look for men is chain. General chain. Now, as you know, we are big Scarlet in Chains fans. I don't think the Griffin's taken his collar off except once since the day he's had it. And you've had it since when? October? Yeah, so a good 6 months now nearly that he's had that. I obviously have mine on all the time. You can wear chokers if they're chain and get away with them. They look really nice. We are ordering, and it should be here very soon, a very chunky Scarlet in Chains simple chain, just for him to wear, which again will look great with open shirts. And that's chain, silver chain, chunky pieces that are not overly ornate or not overly out there, are very good for a corporate goth look. So Pam's come in saying, Roxy's making me smile as she keeps peeping her head up and looking over your shoulder. She's gone now. She's buggered off. I don't know where she's gone.
She's in here, I think.
I think she's gone back in there. She keeps... Roxy! Bear. Oh, I can hear her. Here she is. Here she is. Oh. Here she is. say hello to your... Don't show him your bits. Don't show him your bits, but say hello to your fan. Say hello. No. She's been a diva again. So before we start the next one, I just wanted to talk about a different type of shirt. So this is one that we've had a couple of years, few years, 4 years, 5 years.
What, that one?
Yeah.
No,
Have you had it for...
I've had it 15.
Actually, this is one he's had for 15 years. Shows what I know. And this, I don't know the company. I don't know where it came from. But this is another way that you can wear... another type of shirt you can wear by really showing that goth aesthetic. And also keeping into a corporate look. And once we start the next one, which I'm going to go all out on, we're going to show you how this one with a waistcoat looks really, really cool. And is another way of wearing goth corporate wear. So I'm now going to turn you round because we are going to style up. If he's ready for me, if I can turn you round. I can turn you round. Turn round. Not you, the phone. I've now got you. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. There we go. So he's now wearing the Bloodlust shirt. So as you can see, the print, although it's quite ornate, it is quite subtle when stood at a distance. You probably wouldn't really tell anything apart from the bits in the centre, all the swirly bits, what was really on there. So you can get away with that quite well.
And have done.
And have done. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to turn you back round to me again, because something we haven't discussed is ties. So the Griffin has 2 ties. He has more than 2, but these are the 2 we chose. So we have a nice staple black with a dark grey metallic
I'd call it blue.
embroidered. It looks blue, it looks grey. It's like that kind of steel blue, steel grey colour you can get. With flowers. Again, very, very nice, very corporate. If you do need to wear a tie, you can wear that with a completely black outfit and this will look amazing. Especially if you pair it with the matte grey pocket watch or something very, very similar. This is an awesome combination. But what we're going to go with is his other one, which is a black on black. So we're keeping with that dark theme. This is more of a paisley pattern, and it's really hard to show you in the light because it's black on black. But a plain, there you go, you can just about see it. But a plain black tie would work just as well. So I'm going to go, can you remember how to tie a tie?
Yeah, just about.
Just about. So while he puts that on.
Can we not show people that I'm doing it?
Oh, do you want me to do it for you?
No, I can do it.
Do you want me to do it for you?
No,
Here we go.
I can do it.
Here we go, because, you know. Right.
Thank you, Mom.
You might have to readjust it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're actually going to put a tie with this shirt. So Killstar shirts for men, I would not say as a general rule are particularly corporate. The Bloodlust shirt is fine. There is another shirt they have that's got like leather or faux leather parts to it. I still wouldn't necessarily say that it's particularly corporate. I know that's not done up particularly well, but it doesn't need to be. We just need it up to the neck.
Yeah, I know. Hang on.
So yes, there are shirts out there that are quite corporate, quite... Hang on, what are we doing? Okay, I can smarten that up, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to turn you back round to where we are. And we are now, if you want to come in a little bit closer, we've not done it particularly well, but there is a reason why the tie is so short. So I need to go and readjust him. Bear with, one moment, caller. Right. What have we done? It's because that bit's thick. Bear with. Bear with. Okay. Nice. So on top of that, we're going to go all out with this one. So this is a more of a textured black outfit. So could you put the waistcoat on, please? And we're also going to tailor this one slightly. I'm actually going to do the waistcoat up for him at the back. But because this is a 5-button waistcoat and not a 3-button waistcoat, which sits a lot lower, it's quite nice to have the tie a little bit thicker. What have you done?
I don't know.
What? Seriously, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Can I swap him in for a better model?
You wouldn't find a better model than me. I'm vintage.
You're summit. Prehistoric. I don't know about vintage.
There we are.
Right, if you'd like to do that one up. Take that out and put it behind there. That's why, because your button's undone. That's why you're not sitting straight. It doesn't normally take 2 people to dress him, but today it helps. Right.
To the back?
Yeah. So these waistcoats, coats even, are
You've got that much of
adjustable.
a guy anymore.
They are adjustable. So we are going to pop this one through here somehow. There we go. So pull the shirt down so you can still see the shirt outside of the waistcoat, like so.
I ain't missed one.
You missed one. And still here, because this tie is done up quite thickly, we've left the button up loose, and we're just going to pull that out a little bit there and make it more of a cravat style. A cravat is a very thick tie, for those that don't notice, and that is a very thick Griffin. Okay. Yeah, same to you. So we're now going to pop over this. Again, this outfit is all about the texture. So we're going to pop with that the velvet jacket. And if I can find what on earth I've done with my accessories.
This is where you need a Batman utility belt.
I've lost the cross.
I've got the cross.
You've got. Can you grab the cross? You just can't get the staff, can you? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. So what we're going to do with this one is where we've pulled the tie. Can you come this way a little bit? There you go. So we'll pull the waistcoat down. We're going to pull that tie up a little bit to there. We're going to pop this over the top. We're going to put it under the collar rather than out over the top. And we're going to hang it just underneath the tie. Now, not many people do this, and it's not a look that guys kind of go with, but you can put a necklace under a tie. It will hold the tie in place.
I do it quite often.
If you'd like to come in a little bit closer and lower yourself down a little bit, so as we can see. There we go. So you can see how it sits. So the other way we can do it, obviously, is the standard way of pull the tie down and have the chain hanging normally. So that is kind of an all-out textured corporate goth look. If we wanted to go even further and put the pocket watch with it, we can. So we're going to, and we're going to go with the lighter metal one this time. And we are going to put this, where are we going to put this one? Have you got a button in there? No. What we're going to do with this one is attach it, that button, I've got the wrong button. Bear with, honest, we know what we're doing.
We're professionals.
Can't do your button up.
Right.
And pop that in your pocket. And you need to do that one as well.
Yeah.
So there we have the full textured outfit with the, if your head's up, he will point out again his scarlet and chain choker, which you can see above the shirt and tie. We have the Bloodlust shirt with that lovely velvet print. And again, like I said, you can't really tell too much of the occultish style print that's on it because we have covered it with the plain waistcoat and the velvet jacket. We also have the hardware of the Celtic cross That is a cross made by St Just down in St Just in Cornwall. They do an awful lot of pewter work, and that's what that one is. And we also have the silver chain hanging of the pocket watch, which we've put into the pocket. If you have a proper pocket watch, this would probably look even better. If you had a pocket in your waistcoat that you wanted to open, we actually haven't opened these ones, but if the pocket on the waistcoat was open, obviously you could put the watch in there. But that's it. That is the full-blown Gothic corporate look. If it's a bit much, dull down your accessories. If you love it, this is the sort of look you could go for. Now, obviously, the Griffin, you can probably see glinting there, does wear a lot of silver jewellery. So he's got his rings on. He's got his matching silver Scarlet in Chains cuff. He does have his smartwatch on, I expect, somewhere as well. Stop chewing. Sorry, the cat's being a pain again. So yeah, this is a good way of doing a very corporate look. If you needed to go to a meeting, maybe I would suggest taking off the cross. Only not as a... Let me finish. Not because you feel you would offend anyone, but for a meeting, a professional meeting, the cross itself in an office environment would be okay. Maybe for a professional corporate meeting, a little bit too much heavy-handed on the accessories. But certainly the pocket chain and the collar that you can wear underneath, another shameless plug for Scarlet in Chains men's jewellery, underneath the shirt and tie, just by leaving that neckline open is a good way of showing your alternative personality, showing that corporate look, and also making sure that you've got that hardware involved. You can also see there the metal on the boots from that angle where he's that far away. So they do just show a little bit. That the boot style is entirely up to you. If you're more combat boot style, that's fine. But what we're going to do, so we're going to imagine now that we are going from the office and you're working in London or Birmingham or Manchester and you are going to a meeting down the road and it's raining. So we have two options of goth jacket. So the first one obviously is your men's leather trench coat. So we can pop that one on. And then you really do have that very alternative look, very goth, very edgy, stop standing like a priest.
Like this.
So he has been out like this. This is a kind of go-to, going out smart look for him, but can also be transformed into corporate. Now, if leather trench coats are not your thing, or you don't have that much of a budget because they can be quite expensive, the other option is get yourself a decent wool coat, preferably in black. Now, this one is, I don't even know where this one's from.
It's very, very good, mate.
It's originally from Burton's Tailors, and this is actually the Griffin's father's.
It's probably as old as I am.
Cool, that's really old then.
Yeah.
It's as old as you. That's like ancient. But this is an alternative. So rather than the leather, which is very obvious for corporate goth, I'm sure this one fits you.
It does.
It's still got the dry cleaning labels in it, bless.
Yeah.
So if you pull the waistcoat down so you don't look quite so crinkled. So there is an alternative, and very much in line at the moment with the 1920s. Stop standing like a priest.
Sorry.
Come forward a little bit. Very much in line with the 1920s style. In fact, that's probably how old that coat is. With anyone who's watched Peaky Blinders, you could always put a black flat cap or with that coat and go with it and have a totally different look. I can tell you, if this style of coat is your thing, Primark, although they are currently closed down due to coronavirus, but in the men's section, Primark were selling this style of jacket because Peaky Blinders became popular, and the wool long 3/4 length coat was something that they were working with. So that's an alternative way of we're still being very smart, very corporate, and being very gothic and edgy at the same time. Have you finished tarting around now?
No.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back to me. I'm going to make the Griffin completely strip off again. I'm not. I'm just going to make him take his tops off. Could you pop that one on for me? This is the last one I'm going to make you wear, and then we'll be signed out for the night.
Okay.
So now we're going to try something. Again, you'll have to excuse the fact that it's not been ironed, but we're going to try a different style of corporate goth. So this is more of your in the office on a Friday, a little bit more casual, but you still want to dress up because you've got a customer meeting, or your office isn't a lawyer's office, it's just a job where you go in, but they are considered corporate. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the Griffin to try on that alternative shirt. We will need the waistcoat.
I've got so many layers.
Well, we like to keep you organised. Just don't lose my pocket watch or cross. There we go. He's moaning he's got too many layers on, and I'm making him get changed all the time. I am going to very quickly show you, not him, I'm not going to show you him getting changed, but I am going to show you the corner of our conservatory. So we're filming in the conservatory today, and I've managed to find a new home for Lucy. So this was my meditation stand upstairs, and we've brought it downstairs to make way for my desk. And we have my glittery skull that I think I showed you in one of my mini hauls. Oh, and a kitty bobble. She always manages to get in the right place. We have my ram skull Lucy and my flowers at the top, just sitting in the corner of the conservatory with the kitty bobble, who's yet again trying to break the goddamn blinds. I don't know what she's doing. Right, let me turn you around before you see the Griffin getting changed, because trust me, no one needs to see that on Thursday afternoon. It's not even a Thursday, it's a Monday, but you don't need to see it then either. So yeah, this is a, can you take the tops off? Yes, all of it. Get it off. I'm making him completely strip. So this last look, we are coming into the warmer months of the year. This is definitely one you could get away with in the summer. It's slightly more casual than the others, but we can show you how to dress it up a little bit to make sure that it's still office appropriate. I've got a cat that's trying to play with all the coat hangers. Can you stop it? No. Oi. No. Sit. And hand the hangers. Nope, she's definitely got a thing for the coat hangers. So yeah, if you bring the bits. Yes, he's bringing his bits. Bear with me. This is why lives can be a pain in the bum. While we are waiting for him, just to let you know, I've got 2 videos left to render or edit, and put intros and outros on and get them ready. And then I think I have 7 videos for you on pre-records that I will be popping up, because I know people like Avril. I know, Avril, you're on isolation for 12 weeks for medical reasons. But at this time when no one really knows what's going on, I'm here to keep you entertained. This mug will keep you entertained. So now we're back to the Griffin. So just...
You want this on?
Not yet. So we are now going back to our final outfit. So this is slightly more casual. And this is the gothy shirt. You can tie it up a bit more at the neck if you wanted to. The Griffin does have a really nice dragon head necklace on, so I'm going to ask him to bring that to the outside of the shirt so as you can see it. This was one I actually bought in Milton Keynes the other week, and it's got that nice, I don't even know what it is, it's kind of tribal dragon, isn't it? So you could do the shirt up a little bit more if you wanted to. But this is a very nice, as it is, casual shirt. If you wanted to put a vest top underneath it, you could. I think it actually looks better without. And obviously you can lace up through the neck of it to as high as you want to make sure you're not exposing anything you shouldn't be. Really. So that's more of a summer look. If you needed to dress this one up, you pop the waistcoat on. The waistcoat with this one also looks good. It does look good, honestly, when he's got it on. It does. Here we go. So there we have it with the waistcoat. So it is a little bit more casual, but you still feel like you have that corporate look about the look. That shirt can look better tucked in, and you can do the kind of more loose fitting around the waist. However, what I find
French
with
tuck.
that is that it does look a bit more like a Renaissance reenactment. So unless that's your thing, I would recommend not necessarily tucking these in. But you can, as we were going to get to, you can do the tan and do the French tuck from Queer Eye. So go on, do the French tuck.
I don't know if I know.
He doesn't even know what a French tuck is.
I do know what.
There we go. And if you've got a studded belt,
there you go.
obviously he doesn't have a studded belt on with this. You want to come in a little bit closer? Why do you always walk like an idiot when I ask you to do something? So there you've got the belt with the silver, just a plain leather belt. You could wear a studded belt if you wanted to dress that one up a little bit more. You want to give us a bit of a twirl? I swear to God that my boyfriend is not gay. Honest. He just acts really camp. Make a wonderful hairdresser, wouldn't you, dear?
Just call me Maris.
Oh God, why do I do this to myself? Why? So that's really our last look. Do you want to chuck a jacket on with that, or do you want to leave it as it is? I think we leave it as it is. So that is more of a summer kind of gothic corporate look. It still looks very smart. There is a lot of air movement in that shirt. It's got more of a loose fitting around it rather than having a tailored shirt. You can pick these up in most goth markets. You can pick them up online. I'm sure Necessary Evil do one. Plug for Kate's Clothing, who have always got Necessary Evil, what's the word, sales on. But yeah, that's another kind of look that's very goth, very corporate, and you could get away with that in an office quite easily. If someone turned up to a meeting with me dressed like that, I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. And I've got quite a high corporate job. So we're going to leave it there. I'm going to get the Glamorous Griffin to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And then I'm going to say goodbye to you all. You can get changed now, love. I'll let you.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's Guy's Corporate Goth. Apologies if I'm not great with where you can buy it or prices or anything like that. It's really a case of looking for textures in a guy's outfit. Silk shirts, satin shirts, if you can wear them. It's not something we have, and the reason for that is I cannot touch satin of any sort. It generally makes me feel sick. But if you had a black satin shirt with a textured black tie, that would also look really good and work really well. So it's the same kind of principles as it is with women's gothic clothing, certainly in the corporate world. Is it appropriate for what you're doing? Are you making sure that you're not showing anything you shouldn't? Actually, could you pop on the green shirt for me and bring me the waistcoat?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just going to show you one more quick look, because I know a lot of us out there are inked. A lot of people don't know how or whether you can get away with wearing ink as it is in a corporate life. I do. I'm very lucky. But I just want to show you that with a guy as well, you can still look gothic and still have your ink out and still look great. So we're just going to pop on the green shirt because that one is already short sleeved. If you have a long sleeve shirt, you can just roll the sleeves. Actually, it's the black one. Can you roll the sleeves up on the black one?
I've got this one now.
Yeah, we'll go with the green. But if you've got a long sleeve shirt, you can roll the sleeves up on. That can also look really, really good. It's just a way of showing your alternative personality while still wearing a suit. But like I said, going back over to what I was saying, for the women, it's very much about, you know, is your attire appropriate for the job you do? It's the same for the men. Obviously, the men don't have to worry so much about lengths of things. Women, that was more around the lengths of tops and skirts. Men, I suppose you may have to worry about the length of your sleeves if you do have arm tattoos. Do you want to do that up? And, you know, there are other things from the women's one that you can bring into this. So as long as your attire is appropriate, as long as you're not going to offend anyone by what you're wearing, as long as it's not too garish and you're not going in with a shirt that's covered in skulls and covered in I don't know what kind of occult sigils, then, you know, I'm sure you can get away with it. But I'm just going to quickly turn you around to a very, very simple outfit. So this is the green shirt with the black jeans and the black boots and the waistcoat. but he does have his tattoos on display. So he could still show that you've got that gothic edge or that alternative edge about you, and you are wearing something very, very simple. Could you please do a French tuck with the shirt? So again, if for those of you who have not watched Queer Eye and don't know what a French tuck is where you just tuck in, I don't know what he's doing, I think he's tucking it in, just about the first 4 inches of the shirt at the front, and then you get the shape of the belt, you get the shape of the waistcoat, and then the shirt's a bit more casual at the back. So it's a bit like the alternative, well no, it's the mullet of shirts. So you have business in the front, party in the back. That is the French tuck. So that is a very simple dark green outfit, which again, you could put a tie with, you don't have to. But again, you're showing off the tattoos, you're showing off your personality and that little bit of edge. So I'm now going to get him to say goodbye because he's doing my head in. Say goodbye, Griffin.
Bye-bye, Griffin.
Oh, I'm losing my phone, hang on.
The light's
There we
starting
go.
to go as well.
So the light's starting to go, my voice is starting to go because I've been recording all day. Just so you've got some content while we don't know what's going on in the country of whether we're going to be on lockdown or not. So if you do have any questions, if you are a guy and you're watching this back and you've got any additional questions, by all means message me. I will get the Griffin to help. As I've stated, he is not a goth, he is a rocker. But a lot of his outfit items I've kind of chosen, and they are to that dark, edgy look. There are ways of doing things. It's very much, again, like the women's style, layer up, play with textures, play with different things. Velvet jackets look amazing on most guys, especially if you are more to the gothic edge. A black shirt, plain black tie, plain black waistcoat and a velvet jacket looks amazing. So I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, if you have got any questions, slide into my DMs, and by all means ask away and we will do our best to answer them for you. But that has been our live on Corporate Goth. I hope we've entertained you, if nothing else. I hope some of the information has helped. And again, like I said, don't necessarily think you have to be boring, or you have to be offensive with your outfits, or you have to go all out there to kind of prove to anybody who you are. If you are tattooed, if you wear chain jewellery, if you wear big clumpy boots like I do, people are going to know. So it's all about putting it together in a clever way that shows you are still corporate, you still mean business, but hey, at the weekends I like to go and sit in graveyards. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there. My voice is really much starting to go, the light's fading, the cats are doing my head in, and I need to eat. So we will be back next Sunday at 5 p.m. It will be 5 p.m. and the reason we're doing 5 p.m. is because I am going to do a Q&A. If you would like the Griffin to join in on the Q&A, by all means, ask away. We will ask him to come and join in as well. So if you want to ask him questions, go for it. But yeah, if you can think of any questions you'd like to know, comment to me, drop them into an email, drop them onto the message on my page and we will answer them, or come and join us live and type them and we will answer them live for you. As I did state previously, there will be certain things I may not wish to answer because of privacy reasons or for personal reasons, but I will let you know. But I will do my best to answer all of your questions honestly and answer all of them with information, because that's what you want. So we'll do that next Sunday on the 29th at 5 p.m. And in the meantime, I have done a few recorded videos that I will drop out to you as well to keep you all entertained. I will also let you know, for anyone that's interested, I know Avril's interested, if you have little ones who would like Benny Bear's story time, we have a few videos trickling in now, so I will get some of those out during the next couple of weeks as well. And I'll post a link on my page. But I'm going to go and make some dinner. We're going to have, what, minted lamb burgers tonight in brioche buns. That sounds good, doesn't it? I need to go and make those. So I'm going to make the Griffin put all the way the mess that I've just made. And it's your clothes. Put it away. Stop sulking. You look like Shrek. Stop it. So we're going to go. And thank you for joining us. And we will see you again soon. And as always, Ravens, stay beautiful.